On this video, I'll be discussing two topics that are different from each other. The first one is the Health Workers Union has slammed the claims of xenophobic treatment of a Zimbabwean patient by a nurse at Midrand Health Facility. And the second topic is the Donald Trump inauguration and the actual TikTok going off and coming back hours later. Dumela Kazi, welcome back to the cafe. Libitso la ka ke K. If you are new here, welcome, and if you are returning, thank you so much for gracing us with your presence. Well, if you are new, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like this video, it helps a lot, and also please do share your own thoughts down my comment section. Without wasting any more time, let's get into this video. Few days ago, a video went viral on social media that shows a nurse that was pretty furious on camera with a background lady speaking. Obviously, this lady is a Zimbabwean lady who wanted to get a health assistant at a Midrand facility. So this lady actually thought that everybody was going to be on her side, but the whole video backfired. So I'm gonna play a little clip here, which is a video that was made by this patient who was obviously claiming that this hospital or that specific nurse did not want to assist her because she is obviously a Zimbabwean. So obviously, you know, this whole topic became all frenzy on social media. A lot of Twitter users as well as a lot of any other social media took it to their platforms to actually voice out their frustrations. But in most of those posts, people were actually supporting this nurse. So this is the video of this nurse, and we'll proceed after this video.
You're the one who doesn't want. They say she must read me transfer. She's not. No, I can't hear what time. I can't wait anymore. I can't. Read me transfer. Let me go to the doctor, please. Shout as much as you want. Let everyone hear you. I want her to take a peek here. I won't write you. Sue me. Post me. I'll sue the fuck out of you. I can't wait anymore. I can't. Read me a transfer. Let me go to the doctor, please. Shout as much as you want. Let everyone hear you. I want her to take a peek here. I won't write you. Sue me. Post me. I'll sue the fuck out of you. Sue me. Yeah, she never saw me. She never attended me. I saw her. I don't know where it is. I saw her. She can just do it now. Rather than sitting there, she can just do it now. Can you just ask her to do it now? They say you must take me BP. Me? Yes, you. I don't take BP. So what do you do? I sleep, I move around there and like just like doing, can just do BP and then give me. And I watch Netflix and eat. I eat a lot. Yeah, that's what you said. That's what I yes. I'm fat and beautiful. Then
So obviously this video was short and it was cut short, and obviously we don't know where exactly this whole thing started. We don't know the whole background of the story because the video doesn't really explain the background of this whole shenanigan that was happening over there. And from the beginning when I saw this video, I thought to myself that there's more to this whole thing, because there is no way that a nurse would just go off like that on camera without retracting each and everything that they are saying, or without caring about what the whole thing that is happening here. Because obviously we all know that social media can be a very useful tool in getting people fired, especially if you're doing or if you are misbehaving on camera while you are on duty, especially as a public servant. So obviously this whole thing backfired for this patient because there are investigations that are underway, or the investigations are in full swing. And so before I actually play this video for you, this is what Newsroom said. The Health and Allied Workers Indaba trade union has slammed claims of xenophobic treatment of a Zimbabwean patient by a nurse at a Midrand health facility in HAITU Secretary General Lerato Mthunzi alleges that the patient previously targeted the nurse and a case of assault has been opened. So I'm going to play a video clip that the Newsroom shared about this whole thing. This is the video.
Initially, when we saw the video, we thought, look, there's more to this than the small clip that we got. And we got a team on the ground to just, find out from obviously eyewitness and try and track this nurse ourselves. This is a clinic in Midrand in Halfway House, and I personally spoke to her just to understand what had actually transpired, what would lead to a person that's supposed to be in the line of duty, a professional that understands how to treat patients, would lose their cool like that to a point of, not actually caring about what happens next. And I think on our preliminary investigation, we have been informed that this is a patient that has been in uses the facility, and we have concluded that, to be honest, there is no issue of, Afrophobia, xenophobia, or just not wanting to treat our fellow South Africans. And I mean, I think the whole issue of the Constitution, Section 27, and all health care workers understanding that everybody that is in this country is entitled to healthcare. It's not what the issue is here. The issue is that this patient has visited the clinic a couple of times and had, in the 3 occasions where this nurse has treated her, has actually targeted this nurse. And that video clip where we are seeing that whole altercation had been ensued for more than 1 hour, 30 minutes. The assistant charge was aware of this, the colleagues were aware of this, and nobody had actually come to the rescue of saying, look, I'll take over this patient. You guys are having an unnecessary, to and fro. Other patients were also involved. And we've since also learned that this patient, and the patient that was also treated by the nurse that had to be removed from the room by this very patient, has also laid charges of even assault. I mean, the nurse was assaulted by this patient as well. We've learned there's a case, and we've spoken to also the police handling the case in this regard. So what we're seeing is just a reaction of the patient thinking, obviously, we are going to paint this particular nurse, and I'm going to make sure that she loses her job. And I think that's an unfortunate situation, to be honest.
All right. So you can hear yourself that this has been going on for for quite some time, that this specific patient was targeting the nurse. So obviously she wanted this nurse to be kicked out of her profession, and which is very sad that you're coming into South Africa to cause havoc, and when you get that havoc back, then you will claim that people are xenophobic. We understand that there are people out there who are full of hate, especially towards obviously the immigrants, but also there are people who came into South Africa to cause such trouble for South Africans, and which clouds the whole scenario that South Africans are xenophobic. As I always say, that South Africans are not xenophobic, but there are issues that are underlying that needs to be resolved by African countries, especially the ones that are flooding the streets of South Africa. There's a huge amount of anger towards our government, as well as towards these people who are coming into the country illegally. And obviously, when it comes to the health department and government health facilities, these immigrants illegally and legal ones are able to get assistance without paying even a cent. So you are able to get a basic health care without paying any cent. So they do have the actual ability to complain about things when they are not going well. And this one here was trying her luck because obviously things happened a couple of times that she came and she did not like this nurse at all, and she wanted this nurse out of this hospital. Unfortunately, the video backfired because now she's got a case that might come rushing to her forehead, if I may say so, because obviously this lady, rather the Secretary General Lerato Mthunzi, says that the patient, one of the patients that were there, who was kicked out in that room or in that consultation room, opened a case against this lady, and also obviously the nurse opened a case of assault against this lady. So she has some explaining to do in front of the court. She has explaining to do, and I bet she doesn't even have the right to be in South Africa. I don't know. Maybe she doesn't even have, or she's got fake papers. You never know what is going on with the illegals or the immigrants that are coming into South Africa. Doesn't matter where they come from. They might not even come from any African countries. They might come from anywhere else, but obviously this one comes from Zimbabwe, which is one of the closest countries in South Africa, and we have a lot of Zimbabweans in South Africa. So it is said that this lady might have had a different plan when she went to that hospital. That's why she popped out her cell phone to record this whole thing. Let's move on to a second topic that I said I would have for you. It is about the inauguration of President Trump. Obviously, Mr. President Trump is getting inaugurated in a couple of hours from now on. And another thing that happened, TikTok went offline in the US a couple of hours ago, and a few hours ago TikTok was back online, so we could see creators from the US doing their own thing as per normal, and they were happy that TikTok is back to their shows once again. So hear me out on this one. So President Trump is becoming the president, and all these laws that were passed in order for TikTok to be banned in the US, he will now be responsible to see to it what to do with this whole thing. And obviously the CEO of TikTok, before they took away TikTok from the US at that specific time, he kept on thanking President Trump, because President Trump will continue to assist TikTok to reach a certain agreement in order for TikTok to stay in the US. Obviously, a lot of people questioned this whole thing. I, on my side, and many other people that I've seen online, think that this is a political statement or a PR stunt by Donald Trump. Obviously, Donald Trump needs to come in as a president with a grand entrance, and the grand entrance, TikTok. We all know that from 2022 or even long time ago, the US wanted to ban TikTok because they believe that China is spying US using TikTok. You know that TikTok is owned by a company that is in China. So they say that China is spying the US. I don't know if Facebook is spying us in the African continents or Asia or wherever, because Facebook is from the US. And also this whole thing, I think it came because Meta, which owns Facebook and Instagram and WhatsApp now, and so forth, Meta wanted to buy TikTok. The same Donald Trump wanted to buy TikTok. And now the TikTok CEO is happy that Donald Trump is assisting to make sure that TikTok stays online for longer. So this is the statement that was released by TikTok about the TikTok ban. It says, because obviously they came back, I'm just gonna quickly... It says, in agreement with our service providers, TikTok is in process of restoring services. Obviously, the services are back now. We thank President Trump once again, he's thanking President Trump for providing the necessary clarity and assurance to our service providers that they will face no penalties providing TikTok to over 170 million Americans and allowing over 7 million small businesses to thrive. It's a strong stand for the First Amendment and against arbitrary censorship. We will work with President Trump on a long-term solution that keeps TikTok in the United States. So he always thank Mr. Trump. We don't know if TikTok has been sold already. We don't know what is going on. And for sure, if TikTok is sold to the US, either Trump bought TikTok or Meta bought TikTok or Elon Musk bought TikTok, because there's certain changes that happened on Instagram and Facebook within this commotion that is happening, especially the time that was nearing the actual end of TikTok in the US. The things were changing on Facebook as well as Instagram. So we never know what is going on. Maybe they will release another statement after the inauguration of Donald Trump, because in a few hours' time, Donald Trump will be inaugurated as the president of the USA once again. This is just pure PR for me on my side. It is just for PR stunt that Donald Trump saved the United States from losing TikTok. I am the savior and all of those things. You know what? I don't know. Anyway, I saw another video actually before I leave. I saw another video that was made or that was captured when Cyril Ramaphosa was talking about Donald Trump and the actual AGOA thing that Donald Trump doesn't want to renew AGOA for South Africa to trade with the US, smoothly trade with the US, right? And I don't know who gave Mr. President the balls of steel.
It's our land. South Africa belongs to all the people who live here in South Africa. It does not belong to Donald Trump. He can keep his America. And Ene is even worse. He's even worse. When I meet him, I will tell him. I'll say, you, Donald Trump, you are even worse because your forebears came to America. They found the indigenous Americans. They wiped them out. They killed nearly all of them. Rene, we are living as a nation, and black and white, we are going to find solutions for our land question. So Donald Trump must leave us alone. He must leave us alone, Gauri. When we were facing apartheid, when we were facing oppression, he was not here. He did not fight side by side with us. And we were able, on our own, yes, with support of progressive forces in the world, to resolve the apartheid question. As far as I recall, Donald Trump was not around the negotiating table when we negotiated the end of apartheid. So stick around there in the White House. We will do our business here, and we will find solutions for our problems. So stay out of our issues, and we will not get involved in your issues in America. You have your own problems. Leave us alone.
He told Donald Trump to get off and mind his own business, mind his own USA. I was so happy. I was like, you know what? I love this guy now. I love how he actually went off on Donald Trump like that. Like someone had to say it. I mean, I'm not voting ANC obviously, but someone had to say it, and it was said by someone who I was not expecting to actually stand his grounds for Donald Trump like that on a national television. Cupcake, you did it. You did it. Continue doing the same thing. Maybe someone will recognize you. Continue doing something right. Maybe someone will recognize you. For now, we don't vote ANC. If you are here on this channel and you're voting for ANC, I don't know what is going on with you. But anyway, thank you so much for watching till this far. Please do me a favor, subscribe. Make sure you like this video. It helps a lot. And also comment down below with your own thoughts. You can choose any topic that I spoke about on this video. And or you can just make sure that you comment about anything that I spoke about on this video. Have a fantastic one. Have a fantastic week. Have a productive week. Make sure that you do your things on time. And I'm telling you, you will have a fantastic week. Peace out.